Hello and welcome to RetroCore and another game and pickups. It's August 2nd, 2020 and it's really hot here in Japan. At the moment, looking up at the thermometer on the wall, it says it's 32.1 degrees and I've got the air conditioner switched off and the fan switched off because we don't want the fan noise interfering with the audio, do we? Okay, so if you do see me getting a little bit hot and flustered, that's why. It is really hot in this room. So, this is probably one of the biggest game and pickups I've done in a long time. So many good things to show you, so let's just jump straight into it. Oh, and by the way, coming up after my game and pickups, there are your game and pickups, and there's a load of those as well. You guys have been busy. Okay, so first up, let's start with the newest stuff. We got PlayStation 4 first. So, the game I'm playing at the moment is this one, as you can see there. This is Ghost of Tsushima. I keep calling it Ghost of Tsunoshima because Tsunoshima is an island near the city where I live, so I have to keep looking at the title. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, not Tsunoshima. And this is basically an open world sandbox. I don't know if you call it a sandbox type game where you can go wherever you want. An open world fetch quest, I suppose you'd call it a fetch quest, because you seem to go from one place to another to, do certain tasks, and once you've done those tasks, you can move on to the next task. Typical open world style game, but I really do like it. The attention to detail on this is really good. They've done a really amazing job. Thing is, though, the gameplay is not varied that much, so you kind of have to play it in short little bits, because if you play it for too long, you do kind of get bored. Basically, go to a place, slash up the bad guys, set fire to the base, move on, repeat. It's pretty much all there is to it, but the story is good, and I'm playing it in Japanese, of course. The Japanese voice acting is absolutely spot on. It's perfect. There's nothing you can complain about. I've not heard the English voice acting, but English voice acting these days is really good as well, so hopefully it is also good when you play it in English. But since the game is based in Japan, I think it should be played in Japanese to get the authentic feel for the game. Okay, so next up we have The Last of Us 2, also on the PlayStation 4. Again, another excellent game. Now this game is caused quite a bit of controversy. Some people don't like it. Some people have really gone to town on this, slagging it off. And I don't understand what the problem is with these people, because as a game, it's really good. Maybe they don't like the fact that the story is kind of twisted. Who knows? Maybe they don't like the lesbian aspects of the game. Who knows? It's just a bloody game, guys. I mean, some of you guys are going like completely nuts trying to not defend it, pick at it and find out all these issues and whatever. It's a game. It's not real life. Anyway, The Last of Us 2 on the PlayStation 4 is a really good game. I like it, and I'm sure if you're not a picky asshead, you'll probably like it too. Alright, let's put that down there. Okay, sticking with the new consoles, we've got some Xbox One X games as well, or Xbox One games. First up is the remastered version of Saints Row the Third. Now this is actually well done. I'm surprised it actually got remastered as well as it did. Most of the art assets have been completely rehauled and put into 4K resolution. Really good. Gameplay is still the same, mind you. But yeah, Saints Row the Third was probably the best in the series, and it's still a good game even now. Okay, let's put that over there. And we also have Soul Calibur. What's this? Soul Calibur 6 on the Xbox One X as well. In fact, you'll see a lot of Soul Calibur in the gaming buys today, because there might be a Soul Calibur special coming up on RetroCore in the near future. Okay, so let's move on to slightly older systems. This is the Xbox 360 and the completely and awful Capcom Digital Collection. Why did they get this? Well, because it was only 200 yen. That's why. But yeah, it's got some good games on it. You got Final Fight. What's it called? Final Fight Double Impact, which also comes with a magic sword. So that's definitely worth having. And then the rest of it's just mediocre crap. The remake of Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo is awful. They've really basically they've updated the main graphics, the gems and stuff for the puzzle aspect, but all the 2D sprite artwork is it's still the original resolution, but it's blurred to hell. It looks terrible. I'd much rather play this on the Sega Saturn. In fact, Sega Saturn version blows this version away easily. We also have a remake of 1942 on here, which is pretty good. You can see it in the video up there. And there's also Street Fighter HD, which is, you know, either you love it or you hate it. But personally, I'm not too bothered. And then we also got World of Battlefield, which is Commando 3. Complete crap. Flock, crap. And the Rocket Men, which I haven't played, but it looks a bit crap. Oh, and Bionic Commando Revamped 2. Yeah, doesn't look very good either. It looks like a cheap Xbox Live game, which is probably what it was originally. Okay, so that's the Capcom Digital Collection. Okay, let's move on to some older systems now. PlayStation, we got Soul Edge, or Soul Blade as it's known in the West. As you can see up there, the game still looks fairly decent considering it is really, really old. It actually came out in 1996. So yeah, it's getting on for quite a bit now. But yeah, still a good fighting game. Definitely worth your time if you got a PlayStation. Alright, let's see. Now for some reason, I went nuts on Gamecube buys. I don't know why. I think what happened is I looked at my Nintendo Wii and I thought, maybe I should get into Wii collecting, but I was looking on the Yahoo auctions and stuff, and unless you want to get like Mario games or some Nintendo IP or Pokemon or some crap like that, which, well, okay, not crap, but stuff that I'm not into, unless you want those type of games, the prices are astronomically, you know, insane. Anything Nintendo in Japan is just crazily priced. It's not worth it. So I took a look at the Gamecube games, since Gamecube games work on a Nintendo Wii, and yeah, they were a lot more reasonable, and there was a lot more variety available too. So let's take a quick rundown of what we got. Okay, so first we got Biohazard Remake. Can you see over there? I've got to be careful not to cover my face. Actually, might be better. We got Biohazard Remake here, or Resident Evil Remake, and I believe, didn't this come with a Biohazard Zero demo disc? I'm not too sure actually. I think it did, didn't it, originally? Maybe not. No, it just seems to come with two Biohazard remake discs. I'm sure there was a version of this that came with a Biohazard Zero demo. Or maybe that's something else I'm thinking of. I really don't remember. But anyway, I didn't actually want this. It actually came bundled in with another game that I wanted. Okay, so that other game which I wanted was this one. Bloody Roar Extreme. Alright, so this is on the PlayStation 2, I believe, and the Xbox, but the GameCube version is probably one of the better versions. I've not played the Xbox. I can imagine the Xbox being the best one, PS2 being the worst one, but this is probably the in the middle ground. But I was a really big fan of the original Bloody Roar on the PlayStation, and I got a lot of fun out of it. So yeah, this was only 500 yen, so I'd be silly not to pick it up. So looking forward to playing that. Okay. Also on the GameCube, we have Beautiful Joe 2. Now, I do like the metallic red cover they got on this. I don't know if you can see it too well on the video. By the way, you may be wondering why I'm really close up on the screen. The camera is actually really far away. I mean, it's really, really far away. You can probably see that my finger's out of focus here. That's because I'm using a new lens, which should give a nice bokeh effect to the video. Don't know if it's going to be like that because I can't see the viewfinder on the screen because the camera's so far away. Anyway, as I was saying, I really do like the metallic red cover they got on this. Unfortunately, this copy of the game is not in that good condition. Now, normally used games in Japan are pretty much perfect condition, but this being a Nintendo game probably belonged to some kid at one point, and yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but the manual is not in the best shape. It's all crinkly and yeah, it's I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's definitely been abused a little bit. I mean, not used, but abused. A lot of people say, you know, you should expect things to be like this, and games should show a little bit of wear and tear. But I don't agree with that, because I've got games that I bought way back in the 90s, and they still look brand new, and I use those games a lot. Basically, if you take care of your games, they're gonna look good forever. But whoever owned this before me certainly didn't take care of it, but at least it's still got the cardboard sleeve. So that's one thing. Okay, now another game which I wanted, but it was really, really expensive, is Billy Hatchet. Oh, as my son keeps saying, Billy cat shit. Yeah. I wonder where he got that from. Actually, probably from me. So, unfortunately, this game complete with the cardboard outer sleeve is quite expensive in Japan. But I did manage to find this one in Book Off. It's a deliverant? Oh, I can't speak English anymore. It's part of the Hard Off chain. And they did have this one without the outer sleeve, but the insides are in really good condition. We even got the Club Nintendo paperwork in there, and we got the manual as well. Everything is in good shape. And it was only 600 yen, so I thought, yeah. I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice a couple of thousand yen to get the game without the cardboard sleeve over it. It's a shame it doesn't have the cardboard sleeve, but still a good saving. So looking forward to playing that one. It's one of those games I've wanted to play for quite some time, but never ever got round to it. Staying with GameCube, we got a lot of GameCube. Soul Calibur 2, oh yes. So following on from the Dreamcast original Soul Calibur, which was based upon Soul Edge or Soul Blade, we have this game. And with this game, Namco did a lot of exclusives, and the exclusive character for the GameCube version was Link. Now, I think Link actually does fit into the Soul Calibur world quite well due to his style. But whether I'll play as him, I don't know. Probably not. I'll just stick with the regular characters. But yeah, I am looking forward to getting into this and delving deep. It's one of those Soul Calibur games which I've never actually played, so I'm looking forward to it. Okay, and we got a few more GameCube games. Let's go through these very quickly. We got Wave Race Blue Storm here. Yes, may not be as well renowned as the Nintendo 64 game, but from what I remember playing it many years ago, it was fairly decent. So again, another one back in the collection. I did used to own this and sold it for some weird reason. And here's one that I've always wanted but never did have. This is Rogue Squadron 2. Oh man, I gotta speak English more. Yeah, this is made by Factor 5, and this is one of the earlier games on the GameCube. But as you can see from the video up there, it really does show off the power of the GameCube. I mean, for the launch game, this looks better than a lot of the games that came out much later in the machine's life. It's amazing. So, really looking forward to getting into that. In fact, I'm looking forward to getting into everything. And two more which are still wrapped up. This is product number 3 for GameCube, Capcom action game here. I did play this back in the day, really liked it. I don't remember much about it though, but I do remember enjoying it. So there's that one. Actually, since this is still wrapped up, let's unwrap it together and see what condition it's in. All right, let's put that over there. It's factory sealed. Look at that. It's brand new. It's factory sealed. Oh, where's my knife? We've got to open this. There we go. Got a knife. We've got to open this one, haven't we? Jeez, a factory sealed game. This is only a couple of hundred yen as well. All right, let's get this open. I'll keep the shrink wrap on the outside, actually. Alright. No, looks like the shrink wrap is coming off. Alright, let's get this off. Wow, they must have had a surplus of these games in Japan. Alright, yep, here we go. Factory sealed version of product number 3. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Lovely. Still got that new smell. Good stuff. Oh, okay, well, that is a surprise. I did not know that was going to be factory sealed. Excellent. Alright, okay, so we got one more still wrapped up here. And this next game, I actually bought it. I didn't know what it was. But I saw this on the Yahoo auctions, and it was I just saw, Rockman X command missions. And that's all I saw. I thought, cool, I didn't know there was a Rockman X game on GameCube. It'd be a pretty good 2D platformer. I'm really looking forward to getting into this. And then when the game came, I noticed this on the back. Yeah, it says RPG. bugger. So this one's also wrapped up. This came from the same seller as product number 3. So I wonder if this is also brand new. Let's take a look. I mean, they didn't say on the auction site it was brand new. They just said in good condition. Alright, let's see. No, this one's not brand new. This one's been opened. Alright. So, here it is. Dun dun dun. How good is the quality? Okay, well, first impressions are good. Yeah. Book looks to be in pretty decent condition. Not crumpled up to hell. And the disc is, yep, spot on, perfect. Alright, so I'm not sure how good this is going to be. From the video up there you can see it. It may be alright, but you know, role-playing games that usually are spin-offs of other franchises aren't usually that good, but we'll give it a try and see how it is. Okay, right, let's move off GameCube onto another older console. PlayStation 2 time. Okay, so we got a few PlayStation 2 games. These all cost 200 yen each, and these came from the hard-off junk section. First up is Project Arms. Now, Project Arms is released by Bandai. I'm not sure who the developer was, but it's basically a brawler. And as you can see on the video up there, it looks pretty decent. Whether it's based upon an anime or a manga or something, I'm not too sure. Quite possibly could be, but I'd have to look into that. And the quality of the product, as you can see there, is fairly good, considering this is from the junk section. The manual is nice and clean. It's not all bent or crumpled up, and as you can see, the disc is also scratch free, so that is good news. So I've not played this yet, but it is a good looking game from what the video shows. Next up, we've got the Simple 2000 series version of what's it called, Runabout 3. Now, I really enjoyed the Super Runabout, I think it was Super Runabout, on the Dreamcast, and there was another version of that in Japan as well, which I also played. I think the original was on the PlayStation, wasn't it? And I did enjoy that. But for some reason, this version in Japan was released as a budget title. And to be honest, it kind of does look a bit budgety, but it still plays just as well as the Dreamcast game did, and looks just as good as well. So yeah, for 200 yen, cannot complain. Always can have a bit of fun with a Runabout game. I think in the US this was just released as Runabout 3 as a full price release. Or was it? I think it was. Alright, and finally, one which I have no idea about, but I picked it up because I thought this is going to be one of those stupid games that, you know, it's going to have some sort of amusement vibe to it. And basically in English, this is known as Bike King. And what it is in Japan, like the punks and, you know, like the ones who go against the rules and whatever, they're called Yankees. Nothing to do with Americans, whatever, but that's what they're called in Japanese, Yankees. And this is basically Yankees on bikes. And, yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's nuts. And you can see in the video up there, it's going to be a completely awful game, guaranteed. But, you know, I'm just had to pick it up for the price. And the manual is actually quite interesting. So if we open it up, you can see it actually folds out. So there we go, like that. So we got a fold out manual. And yeah, so you can see the guy over here with his quiff. That's a typical Yankee stereotype. And the two girls at the bottom there, typical Yankee stereotype for females. You know this is going to be one awful game. If it is hilarious, I might do a Retrocore special on it, just to show you guys how funny it is. Alright, now, so that's the end of the games. So on to something a little bit different. Now, the other day, my wife was getting all the non-burnable garbage together, so basically things that you can't burn or recycle that easily. We have a special pickup point for those. And as I was walking past the transparent bag where all the stuff was in, I noticed something pretty cool in there. This! I was like, what the hell? Who's throwing away a 3DS? Turns out, this is one of my son's 3DSs. He has 3 3DSs. This one, a blue one, same model, and the new 3DS. And I was asking, why is this in there? And she said, oh, well, you know, your son doesn't want it anymore. So I was like, why? So, you know, I went to my son and asked him, you know, what's going on? And he said, the bottom screen doesn't work. The touch panel's broken on it. So I was like, yeah, so why are you throwing it away? He said, well, because I got 2 other DSs. So I said, so you don't want it then? He said, no. So I took out the garbage, and then I noticed it's got all sorts of stickers on the back of it. But I've powered it up. It works perfectly fine. But yes, the touch panel is broken on it. But no problem, because these days you can buy replacements. So here we go. A replacement touch panel kit for the bottom screen. So I'm going to install that. And because the main screen is, because the main case is full of stickers and stuff, and you know they're not going to come off properly, I got a replacement kit for it as well. And I did think this was a white case, and I was looking forward to that because I thought that'll look pretty cool, nice white case. But no, it's bloody transparent, isn't it? Yeah, it's not white at all. Even though on Amazon they said it was white case. Lying buggers. But yeah, I suppose a transparent case is going to look pretty decent as well. So yeah, so there's that. And then we got all the stuff from China. But before I show you that stuff, just check out this thing here. Look at that. This is also from Amazon. I saw this and I picked it up. It's got the screen protector on the side there. This thing is a Bluetooth speaker, and it's like an active matrix color LC LED display on it. It weighs a ton and it pumps out some pretty decent sound. It's got a nice bass port on the back of it. So basically, you open it up, you take it out, and you got little micro switch buttons here, so it looks like a keyboard, and it's got a version of Tetris you can play. It'll give you notifications, all things like that. So basically, it's a terminal for Bluetooth music, like a Bluetooth speaker, and also you know, you can get your notifications from your phone on the screen here. So I'm going to do a full review on this. It's actually pretty cool. So expect that review coming up in about a week's time. All right, so I'm going to put that down here. It's quite heavy as well. And then we got all the stuff for the Chinese hardware reviews. Got loads of that stuff coming up as well. So first up we have this. This is a new handheld. This is basically one of those Pandora box machines, but in handheld form. Just take a look at that. And I've been having a good game on this, and it's surprisingly good. I mean, it plays PSP stuff really, really well. I was playing Initial D on it a while back and really getting into it. So there's that. And then we got this one here. Alright, so what's in here? Oh yeah, this is the RK 2020. Don't know if you can see that, the RK 2020. Let's get it out of there. So yeah, we'll be doing a review on that. This is actually one of the few Chinese game devices that actually has a pretty good aspect ratio scaling on the screen. So when stuff scrolls, it doesn't shimmer, from what I remember seeing on this, which is quite unusual because a lot of the machines, even the good ones like the RG 350M and the RG 280M, excellent machines by the way, they do have some shimmering on some of the games when they scroll due to the aspect ratio or the scaling of the emulation. But that one seemed to not suffer, and it doesn't run Android, and it doesn't run the Dingo operating system, so it's a new Linux based system. Alright, now we got this one as well. There we go. I'm not sure what this one is called. Let's open it up. Yep. Oh, right, I remember this one. Actually, maybe this is the one with the good screen on it. I don't know, but look how long that thing is. That's one long console. And the cool thing about this one is, look at the bottom. It's got 4 USB ports to connect USB joysticks. In fact, it actually did come with this really, really, really shitty PlayStation knockoff controller. Light as hell. But yeah, just look at the cable. Cable's really long on this thing, but yeah, it feels nasty. I've not used it yet, but I'm wondering if this lights up or anything here. So that's going to be interesting to see. So put that over there. This also came, but I've already released a video on this. This is the RG280M. I'm sure you remember seeing the video of that. It's the very colourful one, made out of pure metal. Nice machine. And one more thing, which I did get from my son's Switch, but he's gonna sold the Switch now, so it's completely useless. But I did make a video on this before he sold the Switch, and that was the Brook dock for the Switch. It's known as the Power Bay. So the video will be released for this sometime in the near future. It's all made, it just needs editing and so on. But yeah, this was a really good dock that allowed you to put the Switch on the TV and use Gamecube controllers. It charged the Switch as well. Completely plug and play. Very, very useful for using Gamecube controllers on a Nintendo Switch. And it worked with the latest firmware as well. So there you go, guys. A lot of stuff, a lot of talking nonsense from me. So I think it's time to take a look at the stuff you guys have been buying. And if you have some gaming pickups that you want to be featured in the next RetroCore Gaming Pickups video, send them to the email address that's up here. And I'll feature them in the next video. But until then, guys, keep on gaming and enjoy your games. See ya.